hey, what's that? There's a fucking pygmy up one of those 200, 100-foot trees. He's just sitting there chilling. And I go, what is that? Is that a person? Waves at us.
200 feet above you.
Huge tree. Like just, I don't know.
That's so high.
It's so high.
Oh my God.
It was so high.
How did you spot him?
He was like, it was shaking a little. From the place he was to get in front of us was seconds. He's like, hi. It's like this short.
Was this jungle, I mean, when you're in there, do you even see sunlight through it, or is it just...
No, it's so dense. I mean, like, yeah, there's some cracks, but it's...
Just
this was also in the National Geographic why that the dinosaur would be here, is because cameras can't see it because it's such a dense, thick forest. And there's things in there that are like moving and, you know... Dude,
your description sounds terrifying.
It's terrible.
Trying to sleep in the tent?
Oh my God.
God, dude, I'm freaking out over here.
So the guy comes up. He's this short. He's like tiny. He's like, you guys want some honey? I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
And this is where my skill as an artist has gotten me out of so many situations, right? Because if you're in jail and you have any kind of skills, singing, dancing, telling jokes, drawing, you're a celebrity. So this guy doesn't speak English. We don't speak whatever language he speaks. So I start drawing stuff like food, like, you know, in the dirt, and he's like, oh yeah, I got you. And he goes and he brings us some meat that's all charred, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, you know.
Right.
And I took one bite and it tastes horrible, and I'm like, I'm gonna starve to death, but I can't eat that.
Wow.
And so it was like a movie. He's like, come on. And we're walking, and you know, it's us like stumbling, machete trying to. He's just like we get around a corner. Entire village of pygmies. They've never fucking seen an Asian person before. I'm C-3PO and they're the Ewoks from blonde. They're coming. They're touching my face. They're like, wow. Yeah, look like he's like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. They're like, the kid keeps doing this thing like, I go, what are you saying? There was one older guy in the village that I guess spoke a tiny bit of French. So the German guy can translate. He's like, they're saying you come from the stars.
Oh my
God,
God,
you're coming from the stars. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's heavy.
So I'm like, we're saved. They bring us some honey. They bring us some fruit. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like just devouring it. They're laughing at us. And, you know, it's like the National Geographic. The women's tits are like down to their ankles. And this fucking guy. He's an alien. I
told you.
1995. I was 19 years old. Yeah, 19 years old. Yeah, and they put that they put their clothes on for the picture. They were all naked when I got in there.
Wow.
So, look at my tivas.
That's amazing. That picture's amazing.
So I
now, had any of these people seen it? Did you ever describe it to them?
Oh yeah. So I draw the dinosaur. I go, here's the dinosaur.
And what were they saying?
They go, oh yeah. There's never like no. It's always like, okay, there's the dinosaur. And they go, let's go. And they go, it's through wetlands like this. There's going to be leeches. Like there's a disease called bilharzia where there's like snails under like still moving waters, and the second a mammal steps in the water, little fucking parasites shoot off the snail like heat-seeking missiles, and they go in your dick hole, and then you piss and shit blood till you die. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I tap out. Jesus. Like, so they're explaining like all the trek and the way to go find this dinosaur, and I'm like, I went up until the leeches. And then when I came out with the leeches, I go, all right, like this is it, you know. I go, can you help us get out of the jungle? And they're like, it took less than a day. That's how close we were to like.
Really?
Yeah, we were probably fucking walking in circles. So we get out in less than a day. I get back home.